Hey everybody, Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you with Dallas Stewart through the power of speakerphone. Dallas, say what's up.
What's going on, YouTube?
Yep, and here we are now going into week 6. Week 5 last week, we went 10-4. Had some games shifted due to the COVID incident. Due to the COVID mix, the Broncos-Patriots game got shifted into next week for Monday Night Football, which the Broncos will be playing the Patriots on Monday. Is that the Monday game? Oh no, that's a Sunday game.
Monday, Chiefs Bills Monday at 2?
Yeah, Chiefs and Bills are Monday, and the Broncos and Patriots are this Sunday. But huge week, man. We went 10-4 last week, our best week since week 2. But also now we get on to week 6, the Seahawks bye week, and also, which is definitely feel good to be 5-0 at the bye week and have a break with that record. And who other teams on the bye are the Los Angeles Chargers, the Las Vegas Raiders, and the New Orleans Saints all have their bye week this week. But man, it feels good to be 5-0 at the bye week, get a little bit more rested up, and hopefully we get Jamal Adams and other key players back for the Cardinals game.
No Thursday night football.
Yeah, no Thursday night football because that game got shifted to Monday. Because of the whole COVID mess. But all right, let's get into this. First off, we got the Houston Texans going to Tennessee to take on the Tennessee Titans. The Houston Texans got their first win of the season last week against the Jacksonville Jaguars in their first game after firing Bill O'Brien. And the Titans last night just pistol whipped the Buffalo Bills. I don't think any of us saw that coming, man. I remember Malcolm Butler had 2 interceptions, including a 68-yard return, which they cashed that in for a John Smith touchdown. But man, the Titans just came out of nowhere and just kicked the shit out of the Bills, man. But with that being said, I'm taking the Tennessee Titans to get a win over the Houston Texans and get to 5-0. I'm taking the Titans.
Yeah, I'm taking the Titans to keep it rolling and continue their undefeated season.
Yeah, you and me both, man.
They look dominant last night.
Yeah, rusty few weeks and then the whole COVID mess, but they still look dominant, you know. Ryan Tannehill played a great game
They don't look rusty after 2 weeks off.
Yeah. Whew. All right. Up next, we got the Denver Broncos versus the New England Patriots in Foxborough. Like I said, that game was shifted from week 5 to week 6. And the New England Patriots, obviously, they had their bye week, and so did the Broncos last week. Oh, man. Hopefully, got their whole shit under control, the COVID mess. I think the Patriots get Cam Newton back now. I think Cam Newton's better and ready to go now. I don't think I don't know if Stephon Gilmore's playing this game.
And it's in Foxborough?
It's in Foxborough, but
Who's still starting for the Broncos? Is it Rippon or is it
I don't know if they're getting if this is the week they get freaking Drew Lock back, but if not, maybe Rippon's starting for them again. But I'm taking the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm taking the Patriots to get above 500.
Yep. Up next, we got the Baltimore Ravens going to Philly to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. The Ravens kicked the shit out of the Cincinnati Bengals, which was obviously expected. And the Eagles, man, gave up 4 touchdowns to a Canadian rookie named Chase Claypool. Claypool killed him last week on the Steelers. Dallas?
Yeah, he did. The rookie from Notre Dame.
Yeah, and he's Canadian, too. I mean, Franco Harris never had a 4-touchdown game as a rookie.
Yeah, and the Ravens sacked Joe Burrow 7 times.
Yep, I'm taking the Ravens.
I'm taking the Ravens. It's probably going to get out of hand early.
Yes, it will be. All right. Up next, we got the 0-5 Atlanta Falcons going to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Thank you, Mike Zimmer, for not kicking the field goal.
Yep, thank you, Mike Zimmer.
Yep.
And hold the L, Mike Tirico, hold the L, Rodney Harrison, and hold the L, Teddy Bruschi for picking against us.
And hold the L, Jane Grossi for picking the Vikings. Tom Grossi's wife from the Grossi Posse Packcast.
She picked the Vikings?
Yeah, and
She picked the division rival?
yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Daniel Jeremiah also picked the Vikings too. But anyway, Vikings did lose Dalvin Cook that game with a groin injury. I don't know if he'll be out this week. We'll see what happens. He might be out. Maybe he'll be back. But man, I'll tell you what. Thank God that Mike Zimmer made those mistakes. The first big mistake was going for 2. They went for 2 points too early when they really should have kicked the PAT. And then, obviously, when they didn't kick the field goal because they tried to go for the win, and then Cody Barton and Bobby Wagner with the big stop to give Russell Wilson that chance, and we drove down the field and won the game in awesome, miraculous fashion with those 2 big 4th down plays to DK Metcalf, including the winner. But other than that, the Falcons now going in their first game since they fired Dan Quinn last week. I think, yep. I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings to bounce back. I'm taking the Vikings.
I'm taking the Vikings to drop the Falcons to 0-6. It kind of looks like the Falcons have just quit on the season.
Yeah. Oh, and Julio Jones is hurt too, man.
Yeah, he was out again last week.
Mm-hmm. All right. Up next, we got the Cleveland Browns going to Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Browns came off of a good win against the Indianapolis Colts, and the Steelers, like we mentioned, just pistol whipped Philadelphia with Chase Claypool. Everybody in the pool, in the deep end, like Chris Berman was saying on the primetime highlights. Yep. Man, Steelers and Browns. This is a good one. This is a tough one. I mean, obviously Pittsburgh in that defense, and the Browns are 4-1. They're just rolling, even without Nick Chubb. I mean, sure they were able to. They looked a little rusty, but we're still able to pull it off in the end with that huge safety on the intentional grounding on Phillip Rivers. And the Steelers, man, still rolling, man. They're 4-0, and man, you want to go first on this one, Dallas?
Yeah, this is a tough one. Could go either way. You could flip a coin in this game. But this is Pittsburgh's first real great team that they've played, and I think Cleveland continues their momentum. I really just like the way they're playing right now. So I'm gonna go with Cleveland to get 5 in a row.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man, but I'm gonna side with you on that, and I'm gonna go Cleveland as well. But this game could really go either way. It could be a close battle, depending on how that Pittsburgh Steeler comes up. We could be flat wrong in that one too, but it's gonna be a great red zone reactions for this Sunday, man, especially with us.
It's probably one of the better games of the early window.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Up next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals, who just got pistol whipped by the Ravens, taking on the Colts, who just lost to the Browns. I got the Colts bouncing back.
Yeah, I got the Colts bouncing back and getting to 4-2 on the year and trying to keep pace with the Titans in the AFC South.
Yep, you and me both, man. Whew. I mean, we'll see. I mean, the Colts are the only team keeping pace with them so far, but they're 3-2. Titans are.
Bengals are still a young team trying to figure things out.
True. All right. Up next, we got the Detroit Lions taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Lions are coming off of their bye week, and the Jaguars, obviously, Jacksonville Jaguars gave Houston their first win of the season. Who did the Lions play before the bye week last week?
They played the Saints, and they were up 15-0, and then they allowed 35 straight.
Yeah, they just choked against New Orleans. But Jacksonville Jaguars, man, giving the Texans their first win, just bobbled it away with fumbles and a bunch of stuff too. And I mean, really wasn't a heart pounder for the Texans because, of course they started off down, but then they basically won it with ease at the end. I'm taking Detroit to hand Jacksonville another loss. I'm taking the Lions.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lions to get to 2-3 in the hand. The Jaguars, their 5th straight loss after opening this season with a surprising win at home against the Colts. Jacksonville's just horrendous.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave the Bengals their first win a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they gave Joe Burrow his first win of his NFL career.
Yep.
All right, up next, we got the Chicago Bears taking on the Carolina Panthers. This is going to be a good one. This is a tough one. The Bears, man, the Chicago Bears hosted Tampa Bay and Tom Brady and pulled an upset win last week. That was a hell of a game on Thursday Night Football. And Khalil Mack was just getting after Tom Brady. That defense, I can't believe Brady didn't know it was 4th down, man. He forgot what down it was, man. And obviously, Carolina Panthers were rolling, and they beat the Atlanta Falcons last week too. Panthers were just rolling, but man, I think this is gonna be a good game. But I'm gonna side with Nick Foles and Chicago, and I'm going to take the Bears to get another win. I like their momentum coming off of that win against the Buccaneers. I'm taking the Bears.
Yeah, this is a tough one. It could go either way. Panthers are on a nice little 3-game winning streak.
They are.
But I like the Bears to continue their momentum, and I like them in this one, especially with that defense.
Yeah, you and me both, man. But it'll be interesting to see if Carolina can make an interesting game, or if Carolina could pull it off too. I mean, this game could go either way.
It really could.
All right, what do we call this next one? Washington versus the Giants in MetLife Stadium. Another dumpster bowl.
Basement battle?
Maybe. Oh my gosh, Washington obviously got whipped by the Rams, and then the Giants
They should have beat the Cowboys.
They should have beat Dallas, but they let Andy Dalton go on that nice drive, and Michael Gallup made 2 amazing catches on the sideline, keeping his feet in bounds to set up Greg the Legs Zuerlein for the game winner. And Washington got beat down by the Rams. Ooh, man, that's going to be a tough one. We know Washington got their only win against Philadelphia Eagles, and obviously now Dallas...
I don't even know how they have a win.
Yeah, and Dallas basically now leads the NFC East now with their couple wins. I'm going to take... Oh, man, that's a tough one, but I'm going to go with the Giants. I'm going to take the New York Giants to win this one. It really could go either way. It's another one of those dumpster bowls, man.
Yeah, this is tough. I don't know who is Alex Smith starting for Washington.
Yeah, but he did take some sacks though. But Alex Smith should possibly be I think he will be starting this game though too. It'll be interesting. Great comeback story though.
The Giants are actually a 3-point favorite. You know what? Just for the fun of it, since they're both just horrendous and god awful, just as a shot in the dark, I'm just gonna go with Washington.
Split? We going split?
Yeah.
All right.
Just for the heck of it, because both teams are horrendous. One of them's got to win, and I think Washington's just a slightly better team.
And hopefully this week this split game actually gets played, unlike that freaking one we split on with the freaking Titans and Steelers getting shifted. All right.
Which will be rescheduled for next week.
Yes, it will be. Up next, we got the god-awful New York Jets, who just released Le'Veon Bell way before. How do you release Le'Veon Bell before firing Adam Gase? Taking on the Miami Dolphins. The Jets got pistol whipped by the Cardinals, and the Miami Dolphins went into Santa Clara, and they just pistol whipped the 49ers. The 49ers fell for the classic Fitzmagic trap, and the Dolphins just fish slapped the hell out of the 49ers. Thank you, Miami, by the way. Thank you, Miami.
Yep, thank you, Miami. You dropped San Francisco to 2-3, and now San Francisco's schedule is brutal.
It is.
They were going through an easy part of their schedule. I mean, their only 2 wins were against the Jets and the Giants.
Both in MetLife Stadium.
And they went 2-2 during that I thought very easy 4-game schedule, and now they're going through a gauntlet.
Oh man.
So thank you, Miami.
Thank you.
I'm going with the Miami to get to 500.
Yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins to get to 500 too. That should be a lock of the week.
Yeah.
The Jets.
I've heard either just end the season, or I heard another one, just end the suffering.
Just end the suffering and just end the season.
On YouTube, just end the suffering.
But yeah, thank you, Miami. Shout out to TD Finstock. I was on his channel thanking him for that upset win, man. Whoo-wee, man. But Dolphins will definitely get back to 500, especially after I like their momentum coming off of fish slapping the 49ers. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Yep. Up next, we got the Green Bay Packers going to Raymond James Stadium to take on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Another Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady match. I think the last time these two faced, Tom Brady had the better end of it with the Patriots and just kicked the crap out of the Packers. Green Bay's coming off of their bye week, and before that, did they play the Falcons before their bye week?
Yeah, on Monday night.
Yeah, they kicked the crap out of the Falcons. And the Buccaneers, man, Tom Brady forgot what down it was on Thursday Night Football, hence they ended up losing this one. Oh, man, and then it sucks for the Buccaneers because they lost Vita Vea. I think they lost Vita Vea for the year. I mean, Vita Vea had a crazy injury.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
Yeah, Vita Vea, the former Husky, hope he gets better, man, that too. But Green Bay, they're just rolling, man. Their offense is rolling.
They're rolling. Their offense is clicking on all cylinders. Aaron Rodgers yet to throw an interception.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers to go down to Tampa and get a win, but it should be fun to see another Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers matchup. But I'm gonna go with the Pack. I'm gonna take the Packers.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Packers to get to 5-0 and drop the Buccaneers to 500 at 3-3. This is probably one of the better games of the entire weekend.
Yeah.
I just like the way Green Bay's clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, they really are, man. Whew. All right, up next.
Maybe they'll finally have Devontae Adams back.
Yeah. Maybe they have Devontae Adams back for this one. But all right, up next, Sunday Night Football, we got the Los Angeles Rams going to Levi Stadium to take on the desperate San Francisco 49ers, man. The Rams obviously steamrolled the Washington football team last week. And like we said, the 49ers got fish slapped by the Miami Dolphins and fell for the classic Fitzmagic trap. Yep, but man, they certainly did, man. And I hate to be the one to say it, but we need San Francisco to freaking win this game to help out in the NFC West with the way the Rams are playing. But I don't see it happen. It'd be a miracle if it happened. So I'm going to take the Rams to just roll the 49ers and make the 49ers 0-4 at home on the season. So I'm taking the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams to keep it rolling and get to 5-1. San Francisco I just think the injuries have taken a toll. It just seems so out of sync, and it's showing on the field.
Big time, man.
Rams could be a team to watch in the NFC West, but in the NFC as well.
Yep. Aaron Donald's playing lights out football.
Washington like 7 times.
Yeah, the Rams, obviously, their defense good. They got a good secondary with Jalen Ramsey and a couple. I forgot most of the other names. Just Jalen Ramsey, basically the only one I know on there. But do you know any other names on that Rams secondary? I know they got some ballers on that secondary.
I think the only one I know is Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah. Trying to remember.
I don't know anybody else, actually.
Yeah, well.
I still know they got number 99. I know that.
Aaron Donald, and obviously they still got Cooper Kupp, who's now number 10, took back his old Eastern Washington number, and Robert Woods. I expect those receivers to just go off on the freaking 49ers secondary. Up next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills on Monday. It was supposed to be Thursday night, but obviously they shipped that one due to the COVID issues. The Chiefs suffered their first loss of the year to the Las Vegas Raiders at home. A shock. That was a major shocker. And the Bills, another shocker last night, getting just whipped by the Tennessee Titans. That was another big-time shocker with the way they got blown out by Tennessee. Two really good quarterbacks right now in Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Although Josh Allen didn't look like he was in sync last night against the Titans. This is another tough game to pick, man. But I think I'm gonna. We know the Bills got a good defense and all too, and the Chiefs with their offense, they just laid that egg. I think the Chiefs are gonna be without Sammy Watkins though.
Pretty big loss.
Yeah, but I think they can get back on track though. It's gonna be an interesting game. Another game that could go either way, unless the Bills just wake up and do something. But I'm gonna take the Kansas City Chiefs to hand the Bills back-to-back losses.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs to bounce back and get back on track a little bit after that, I guess, speed bump against the Raiders. I do think that Buffalo will play a hell of a lot better, and I expect a pretty close game. I do not expect a blowout.
Hell no, man.
The other.
Can't expect no.
I'd be surprised if it was a blowout.
I don't
think Buffalo could play any worse than they did last night.
Fuck no, they can't, man. I mean, they just laid a fucking egg against the freaking Titans last night, and Malcolm.
I know for a fact that I bet the Seahawks won't get that Buffalo team. I hope we do, but we more than likely won't.
Probably not. All right, up next, the other Monday night game, the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Tell Dak Prescott to keep his guards up, hoping for a speedy recovery. That just sucks seeing him go down the way that he went down, man, you know? But now, Andy Dalton, like we said, the Cowboys led a big comeback drive against the New York Giants with Andy Dalton hitting Michael Gallup on 2 of those big passes, man, deep, man, on the sideline where he was just able to keep his feet in bounds and maintain control of the ball, man, to set up Zerline on that big-time game-winning drive. Arizona, obviously, let's be real, they weren't falling for 3 straight traps. They were obviously going to pistol whip the fucking Jets, man. Let's be real with that. But
Yeah,
and the Cardinals
handled business rather easily.
But the Cardinals lost Chandler Jones for the year.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he just had a
that's a huge loss for their pass rush.
Oh, big time. There's season-ending surgery with whatever he hurt on there. It definitely sucks to see good players go down like that. But, DeAndre Hopkins had a big game, and obviously they got Christian Kirk, Andy Isabella, Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, let's just see how this one goes, man. But obviously, would love to see the Cowboys pull an upset before we face Arizona coming off of the bye weeks. But it would be awesome to see them come back. But I don't expect an upset, so I'm going to take the Cardinals.
I'm taking the Cardinals to get to 4-2. We'll see how Andy Dalton does as the starter.
Yeah.
It's his team now, I guess. The good news is they're in the NFC East, and it's very winnable. They probably still should be able to win it, even with Andy Dalton.
Maybe, man. All right, and that's it. Our game picks for the Seahawks bye week, and make sure, man, I already set the video up. Red Zone reactions coming up this Sunday, 10 a.m. Me and Dallas will be in the widescreen room, and we will be giving y'all a reaction. So make sure you come over, say hi, react to the plays with us if you have Red Zone on your TV channels and whatnot too. So it'll be fun. So other than that, for the picks, we split on the Giants and Washington football team. We got the Titans beating the Texans, the Patriots beating the Broncos, the Ravens beating the Eagles, the Vikings beating the Falcons, the Browns beating the Steelers, where it can really go either way. Colts over the Bengals, Lions over Jags, Bears over Panthers, Dolphins over Jets, Packers over Buccaneers, Rams over the Niners, Chiefs over the Bills, and Cardinals over the Cowboys. And there you have it. That's our picks for Week 6. Drop your picks in the comments down below. And if you're new, hit the sub button, ring the bell for notifications, hit that thumbs up, man. And cannot wait to do these Red Zone reactions since we have a week off. You ready, Dallas? Dallas?
Hopefully we get some down into the wire thrillers.
Oh, big time, man. We love getting thrillers, especially when we do Red Zone reactions. Anyway, we're about to sign off here, and as always, if you ain't with it, you ain't infamous, and as always, go Seahawks.